A milestone anniversary is not only a celebration, but also the start of the next stage, which summarises the results of the long way that has been travelled, and a starting point from which implementation of new plans starts and further prospects are set out. 2 decades ago, the final production sharing agreement, the document regulating the relationships between KPO and the Kazakhstan party, were signed. Today, the successful development of Karachaganak is inextricably linked with the transfer of cutting-edge technologies and best practices accumulated by partner companies in the Karachaganak project: Shell, Eni, Chevron, LUKOIL and KazMunaiGas. The Karachaganak oil and gas condensate field is rightly considered to be unique. Karachaganak reserves are estimated at 1.2 billion tonnes of oil and condensate and 1.35 trillion cubic metres of gas. Development of the field started in 1984, but the newest history of Karachaganak began with the signing of the FPSA 20 years ago. Initially, there was a huge construction site where up to 20,000 employees worked during reconstruction activities. Over 5,000 Kazakhstan companies received contracts for the supply of goods and services.
Сегодня Карачаганак в стране занимает одно из лидирующих.
Currently, Karachaganak takes a leading role in terms of production volumes and production dynamics, and massively contributes to the economy not only of the West Kazakhstan region, but the whole country. It is worth mentioning that over $22 billion have been invested in the development of Karachaganak to date. The Karachaganak partners, as well as the shareholders, actively support all governmental endeavours and take an active part in state programmes. KPO has very good social programmes, and of course it liaises well with local authorities and the Akimat. It greatly contributes to the development of the social aspect of our country by means of establishing new jobs, executing new social projects, building new roads, opening new kindergartens, and carrying out the gasification of the region. Looking back at the achievements today, KPO shareholders, the team and the management certainly have something to be proud of, and can be confident that KPO has a sustainable capacity to move forward. I would like to emphasize again that the Karachaganak project is one of the biggest jewels in the precious crown of the oil and gas industry in the Republic of Kazakhstan.
The development of the Karachaganak field has become one of the major drivers of the region's economy, playing a significant role in the development of the business community. Today, KPO is a responsible corporate citizen which actively works with local contractors by procuring their goods and services, and sets an example of conducting sustainable business while supporting state initiatives and programs in the areas of industrial and innovative development.
Strengthening the industrial sector of the region is one of the key priorities. In this regard, according to President's decree, large-scale work is being carried out for supporting domestic producers and increasing the competitiveness of local enterprises. This enables their wider participation in large investment projects such as Karachaganak. This work is being carried out jointly with Ministry of Energy and KPO, Kazakhstan and foreign service engineering companies. It focuses on massive manufacturing, high-tech products, enabling local businesses and companies to receive long-term, stable and profitable orders.
According to experts' estimates, Karachaganak has achieved top results over the past 2 decades. A long way was passed during this period, which made it possible to bring production to a qualitatively new level. The existing facilities were upgraded and a number of new facilities commissioned.
Working in close cooperation with the WKO Akimat and the PSA authority, we utilized the latest available technology to ensure constant increase in revenues to the budget of the region and the country. Our fruitful partnership with the Republic ensured the alignment of KPO production plans with the government objectives, which is the key to successful development of the country's natural reserves and provides advantages for the national economy. KPO is guided by such principle of doing business as sustainable development and improvement of performance efficiency. This allows KPO to be among the leading oil and gas companies of the Republic. Our mutual beneficial experience with the Republic of Kazakhstan will further contribute to the achievement of high production results at Karachaganak, which is rightfully considered the locomotive of Kazakhstan economy.
Achievements of KPO are the result of a favourable investment climate created in sovereign Kazakhstan. At the dawn of independence, President Nursultan Nazarbayev made a strategically important decision, clearing the way for foreign investments. Thanks to this step, the Republic managed to successfully overcome the crisis of the 90s and create conditions for the dynamic development. The head of state repeatedly visited Karachaganak, attending the inauguration ceremonies of the new facilities, and noted its special role in the development of the country's oil and gas industry.
Kazakhstan has already entered the list of 50 competitive countries and set the goal to rank among the 30 most developed countries. At present, our country is among the leaders in terms of the volume of investments attracted to its economy. KPO invests billions of dollars in the development of the Karachaganak project. The President, during his visits to the West Kazakhstan Oblast, inaugurated the field's most important facilities: the power plant, the Karachaganak processing complex, and the Karachaganak-Balshai-Chagan-Atirau oil pipeline, which connected the field with the Caspian Pipeline Consortium and opened Kazakhstan's hydrocarbons to the world's markets. The results of the last 2 decades have been impressive. At the same time, the field's huge potential for the future should be kept in mind as well.
Over 2 decades, new industrial facilities were put into operation, using the cutting-edge technologies for the production and processing of hydrocarbons, while ensuring safety, health and environmental protection at the field. A well-coordinated work always yields better results. This immutable truth was also confirmed by Karachaganak. The government of the Republic of Kazakhstan appointed the PSA authority to represent state interests in the production sharing agreements. KPO's relations with the Republic of Kazakhstan have always been built on the principles of mutual understanding and partnership.
The 20-year anniversary of KPO is an important milestone not only for the huge multinational team of the company. The Republic of Kazakhstan is directly interested in the effective development of Karachaganak. Direct revenues from the project to the Republican budget include profit petroleum and mandatory payments and other taxes. Since signing the final production sharing agreement, about $22 billion have been invested in the development of the field, and $26 billion in the form of taxes and profit products was paid to the budget of the Republic. Thanks to our joint efforts with KPO on optimization of the project budget, operating expenditures per barrel of the oil equivalent produced at the field are one of the best not only in Kazakhstan but also in the world. I would like to note that in the long term we expect an increase for overall profitability of the project, both for Kazakhstan and for the contractor, as a result of the planned capital projects including Karachaganak expansion project.
Companies from Italy and the United Kingdom were the first to enter the negotiating process for the Karachaganak field. Their representatives participated in a landmark event, the signing of the FPSA, which took place in November 1997. The consortium partners set their goal to modernise and fully upgrade the field to the level of international standards. Working in harmony with the environment is a complex task at such a technically complex field as Karachaganak. Solving this task requires the constant efforts of KPO employees and parent companies. The main objectives include ensuring safe operation of production facilities, minimising environmental impact, and compliance with all requirements of the legislation of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Over the past decade, KPO has invested over $300 million in implementation of environmental projects. The KPO strategy is quite consistent with the goals of the green economy, the achievement of which President Nursultan Nazarbayev has called one of the main priorities of state policy.
Karachaganak is one of the largest and at the same time one of the most complicated fields in Kazakhstan and probably in the world. Any technology and solution implemented in Karachaganak has been always at the front edge of the industry, a real pioneer challenge that KPO has been capable to face and manage. The implementation of international best practices ensures safe operation in the field, and the ongoing work is being carried out minimizing the impact on the environment of the region. In 2016, the level of KPO gas utilization reached 99.84%, following the consortium and the authorities' common aim in maintaining high environmental and safety standards, leveraging as well as levering on continuous HSE awareness program.
High operational efficiency and a prosperous future are impossible without qualified and competent personnel. Complex and valuable oil and gas equipment can only be entrusted to the skillful hands of competent specialists. Therefore, considerable investments are needed to constantly be invested in the training and professional development. KPO was the first company on the territory of the CIS to implement the new training methodologies, providing high professionalism of personnel on all levels.
KPO is one of the largest employers in the West Kazakhstan region. KPO's employees are not just highly professional, they're committed to the company's values and they maintain the highest standards of safety, and they're motivated and they're very collaborative as a group. It's no wonder that with such a group of like-minded staff working hand in hand with contractors, the Karachaganak project has clearly become an enormous success story over the years, bringing benefits to the Republic of Kazakhstan as well as to the partner companies. Since the signing of the FPSA, the KPO partner companies have invested over $200 million in national staff training and development. At the same time, the company engaged teaching staff and trainers of top-class British universities and offered employees on-the-job training opportunities and provided its managerial personnel with access to specialized education in the UK and in Italy.
The work aimed at development of local capacity is ongoing, since KPO is committed to increase the local content in personnel and is continuously implementing programs that help highly skilled local professionals develop into the roles which have previously been held by expatriate personnel. The development of Karachaganak under the FPSA will continue until 2038, so the ongoing advancement of a highly qualified and capable national workforce will remain a key priority.
Karachaganak Partners remains committed to the development of local capacity. The goals of KPO local content program not only fully comply with the initiative of the Republic of Kazakhstan to create favorable conditions for the development of the national industry, but it also opens new opportunity for the participation of Kazakhstan companies in large oil and gas projects, such the soon-to-come additional future Karachaganak new developments. KPO actively supports the development of Kazakh companies and implements a large number of projects designed to support the local industry. These initiatives are aimed at fostering cooperation between international and Kazakh producers of goods and services, thus ensuring the mutual integration and transfer of advanced technology into the ROK industrial sector. The creation of new joint ventures where the newest technologies knowledge is transferred to Kazakhstan companies thus promote competitiveness, resulting in another promising trend this joint venture, through KPO of course, is proud of.
Maximization of Kazakh content in the Karachaganak project is one of KPO's key priorities. This strategy is embedded in all aspects of the company's operations at Karachaganak. Over the last 2 decades, KPO has formed long-term partnerships with many Kazakhstani enterprises. On the whole, KPO's support of local businesses, advancement of local capacity, and the transfer of best international practices to local companies greatly contributes to the sustainable development of Kazakhstan's oil and gas industry.
In 2016, the share of local content in KPO in procurement of goods, works and services reached 51.6%, which in monetary terms amounted to about $530 million. On the whole, KPO local content development initiatives work very well. Having gained valuable experience at Karachaganak, Kazakh companies have an opportunity to contract many other projects, both in and out of the country.
Karachaganak Petroleum Operating is one of the first oil and gas companies in Kazakhstan who has successfully implemented a local content development program. This program is updated every 2 years and is consistent with the state and the industrial programs. Currently in our database there are more than 4,000 Kazakhstan companies. Since beginning of final production sharing agreement in 1997, the total amount paid to Kazakhstan goods, works and services providers exceeded $6 billion.
KPO is committed to supporting the communities of Berlin District and Aksai Town, which is the administrative centre of the Karachaganak field. Each year the company implements a significant number of varied initiatives aimed at solving the most pressing issues of the district. The resettlement of Berezovka and Bestau villages is another unprecedented and large-scale project. The decision to resettle was made by the government of Kazakhstan due to the expansion of the sanitary protection zone around the Karachaganak oil and gas condensate field. As part of the project, new housing was provided to the resettled residents, taking into account their preferences for apartments or individual comfortable houses. The project was carried out in full compliance with both international norms and the legislation of the Republic of Kazakhstan. KPO annually allocates $20 million for the implementation of social projects in the West Kazakhstan region. The priority of projects is determined jointly with the Akimat of the region, and the projects are implemented solely by Kazakhstan construction companies. Every object that is built under KPO's Social Infrastructure Development Programme is essential, durable and of high quality. To date, KPO's social investments over the last 2 decades have exceeded $300 million. These investments have positively impacted the lives of local communities. The residents of West Kazakhstan are proud to have a beautiful Kazakh theatre, an ice rink, a modern cardio centre, new schools, kindergartens, cultural facilities and roads, which KPO has constructed. Thanks to the support of the Ministry of Energy of the Republic of Kazakhstan, the PSA Authority and the executive bodies of the region, successful implementation of the Karachaganak project promotes social and economic development and the growth and well-being of the Western Kazakhstan region. Major milestones of Karachaganak are embodied in the expositions of the District Museum of Aksai, which, on the eve of the anniversary, receive a special attention of the visitors.
To work at Karachaganak is an honour and responsibility. Prestige of education is especially high in our district, as the knowledge, skills, skillful hands, as well as drive for personal and collective success are especially valued at the field. I think that Karachaganak is also a good teacher. The impact of Karachaganak, its influence on improving the quality of life, is appreciated by all people of West Kazakhstan region.
Karachaganak, recognised as a world-class project, is confidently looking to the future. The Karachaganak partners, in cooperation with the Republic of Kazakhstan, have defined a course of future development for the project. This next stage will be of great importance for the national economy.
Plans to further increase production at Karachaganak lie ahead. It is planned to receive new large-scale investments and create new employment opportunities, and as before, Kazakhstan specialists will occupy a key role in the work ahead. A wider use of advanced production and re-injection technologies will enable increasing the volume of produced and exported liquid hydrocarbon, which in turn will have a positive impact on the revenues received from the project's implementation. The additional profit will benefit the Republic of Kazakhstan and the company's shareholders of the consortium. Continuation of the collaborative efforts for further development of mutually beneficial cooperation will help create the most favourable conditions for the highest possible achievable level of realisation of the Karachaganak's field's full potential.
The final production sharing agreement was concluded until 2038. The 20th anniversary means that only half of the planned road has been travelled. It means that there is a lot of work ahead aimed at sustainable development and consolidation of the achieved success. Being committed to the socially responsible partnership, KPO will continue striving for new and impressive results for the benefit of the Republic of Kazakhstan and the Karachaganak partners.